Okay, this is a story of a guy I know since junior high. He was one of my favorite teachers, and his name was Mr. P. Mr. P was the coolest guy I knew, but as I got older, I realized he was just a regular man. But when I was younger, I used to express my feelings to this guy. He used to be one of my favorite role models. And this story just unfolded into a whole bunch of events. His name is Mr. Pleasure. And this guy was so funny. He used to be a comedic relief. And whenever I talked to him, he would always cap back like a previous video I've made about a certain character. He used to do the same thing. This guy did times 100. Okay, so it starts off as this guy knows me, alright? Because I have an older brother, and that older brother used to play his son in basketball. So, I've known his younger brother, and not his younger brother, his son. His son knew my older brother. Okay, so, now that we have that established, his son is a rapper. This guy was white, and I was black, and I tried too hard to fit in high school, and he helped me out tremendously because his son's a rapper, and when I tried too hard, I'm like, how does he know all this shit about me and stuff? So it starts off like this. There was this one time where he scolds me because I've always had this thing about dancing. I've always had this thing where I wanted to fit in. Now, one of my life goals interfered with me trying to fit in. So, we were rehearsing dance in PE, and I was one of the worst dancers because I could not follow the rules. I was doing all the extra steps because I was the least one. That was the really, really, really bad thing about me. And he's like, yo, this is the worst guy right here, man. So what this guy was, like, he scolded me in complete constructive criticism about that. It was so funny, he called on me. He even went old school and did the robot. He's like, I'm tired of you dancing 24/7. I don't think you know how to dance. So he did old school on me. And so he just roasted me after roasting me after roasting me. I used to try too hard to fit in, saying, yo, there was a fight, and he used to come back like, no, it was just a thumb war. Now, this guy literally just destroyed every single time I had to come through, and I was literally going crazy. I was showing him this rap song, and he literally freestyled on my way to class saying, yo, you showed up late, and stuff like that, so he made a rhyme out of it. It was so cool, because he literally destroyed me in everything I did, But going back to that dance part, he even made fun of how I danced again. Because there was this thing back when I was in junior high where we used to do this turf dance while I doing videos like this, right? But he used to say that shit is hella weird. Because he's like, hey, Eris, if you keep this up, this is gonna be me looking at you when you go stay here and the kids go off the bus for the field trip. No, but this guy literally, he made fun of me like, what is that weird dance you do with your hands? And he's like, this other guy is like, man, this is a dance we do all the time. And so we had this little battle where we do the stuff with our hands. And he's all like, is that some kind of secret handshake or something? And he's all like, hey, so this is how you communicate? Literally just roasted me over and over again. This teacher used to put me through shit. There was one time where I was acting up in class and I was trying to read the book and I was trying to follow along. And I wasn't following along. I was twirling my thumbs. And he thought that I was following along. So he came close to me. He started smacking gum in my ear while reading the book just to make sure. Just giving me the hardest time in class. Oh my god, it was literally so fucking stupid. Oh, but no, seriously, this guy literally told me when I was getting rejected by girls and stuff. He told me, you know why I'm not as stupid as you? Because girls used to lead me on in high school, but I actually didn't believe them. But I used to always believe in it, so I used to go to constant like torture talks because I used to get rejected after rejection after rejection. It's like, oh, you try too hard to fit in, but you know what? I'm gonna be for real. Because I'm black, he can't say that about me because we're at a social disadvantage by default. But this guy, he's saying, no. If you play it cool, you can do it. You see, the thing about that was, I realized when I was older that he was just saying that to calm me down because he knew I was on the right path. But, sometimes you gotta slow down. You have the right idea. You're supposed to be ambitious about a girl when you're young, but you're also supposed to go on with your life. So, he really just told me everything. He was even appreciative, about me when I was in junior high. He was constantly scolding me about how to be mature. And it was so. He used to call me so immature and everything. Like, there would be fucking gummy worm, and I would refer it to a penis. And he's like, dude, you can't laugh every time the PE teacher says balls. Now, this guy really, he's like, I'm going to test you. So he gave me the attention. And him and this other teacher started making fun of me, saying, we're going to say a whole bunch of sexual shit. And you can't laugh during the whole time of the tension, or the tension becomes longer. And so he's all like, yeah, we're gonna roast marshmallows and wiener dogs, and he expected me not to laugh at this shit. He's saying that we're gonna play with beach balls. It's like, everything is just everywhere. He's like, you gotta be mature. You gotta handle this. You gotta get through the session. They just kept on coming at me. He's like, oh, poor Ernest. He hears the word breastises and he goes crazy. But he literally schooling me. This white teacher is schooling me on literally how to be black. And it was so fucking funny. He's like telling you you're doing the wrong things, man. This guy played cool. It's like, none of that shit happened. He destroyed me. But yeah, man. This video was literally one of my favorite teachers that he literally just told me. He's like, you're a prodigy, you will get through this. His main message, when you're young and you don't know what people mean, once you get older, sometimes parents throw little white lies. This is kind of like, a father figure of mine. He will never be a father. Don't ever say that about someone like that. But he literally just, one of the other figures in my life, one of my previous senseis, that let me know that, yo, you don't have to try too hard. He's a struggle with me trying too hard to fit in over and over again. That's why I tell the new guys, the new generation of people who watch anime, I'm like, it is possible, but you have got to take your time on this, on yourself and other people. There's this guy, me and him had debates. A lot of times I caught this guy off guard, called him out on his lie. He's like, you may be right now, but there's a reason why I made you so strong in the future. This guy was really scolding me. He really told me everything that was wrong with my mentality, why, you gotta, like, respect women. He was heavy on respecting women. He was heavy on, being appropriate, being multidimensional. The thing that pissed me off about this teacher is that he can make jokes that my uncle could, but he was able to do it without cussing, without talking about sex, without doing... most of these guys, they have to cuss just to think they're cool nowadays. And it was really, 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 really funny that this guy... This really schooled me when it came to everything, But, to be honest, I really appreciated this figure in my life. He's like, you know what? There was a time when I was young when I was like, I would go jump in front of the car from my friends, but I wouldn't do it because of my parents, and he understood why I tried so hard to fit in. And what's the biggest lesson behind this teacher and why he told me why I can't fit in, but I will in the future? Because my son is a rapper, and that's how I know you're going to make it.